Like Abdi, Danny Boy here, and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. We're starting off here in the NIMBY Rails map, where some new trains have been added, mainly up here beside Hull. These are actually two Hull trains that are running there just now. Now, I have not forgotten to do the Manchester to Reading line with the cross-country trains. We will be building that first and foremost in this once we get onto the Transport Fever 2 map. But this area here is kind of easy to build up, and it didn't actually take me too long to do. So I was searching around. I jumped in at Hull Station, checked the departure schedule, and there was lots of little lines that were really nice that we could do. So there was one Hull to York, Hull to Leeds, Hull to Doncaster, and the Hull train service that runs down to King's Cross that I don't actually think is currently operating at the moment, but I did actually find its route. So the first one, the Hull train, that runs from Hull to London's King's Cross, it's actually got here that it comes from Beverley, which is just up here. When I used to work over in this area at Atwick and the gas plant, I used to stay here in Hornsey. We'd digs there, and we would go up to Atwick. There is Aldborough as well, which is down here. There's another gas plant in here, but yeah, I used to work in them. So Hornsey was quite nice because it was just sort of almost bang in the middle. But if we had a hire car, we would stop at York, jump in the hire car and jump over. If we did not, we would get the train to Hull and then the train up to Beverley. So yeah, we'd either get off at Doncaster and take the train up, or to get York and take the train down. So I did know that those routes existed. So first one, the Hull train goes from Hull. It stops at Brough, right here. It goes along to Selby, stops there. It then comes down to Doncaster and stops there. It stops at Retford. It stops at Grantham there. And then its next stop is way down here at Stevenage. And then it continues on to London King's Cross. So it doesn't stop at Peterborough, which is one of the places we've got on the map. So we'll sort of bypass that. In fact, it's only going to go basically York, Doncaster, and then down to London, because there's nothing in between there for it to stop. So that's okay. We'll move on to a different line. So let's go York to Hull. Now, obviously, starting up here in York, it stops at Ulaskelf, Church Fenton, Sherburn, and Elmont. It comes down here, actually. It doesn't follow this line. And then it sort of turns around and joins this line and then goes up to Selby. Selby's the next stop after Sherburn and Elmet. It then goes on to Hoden, which is just over here. It stops at Gilberdyke, and it stops at Brough. And then it goes to Hull, and then it heads back. So that is the York to Hull line. It's operated by a northern service, or the one I found on the schedule was a northern service. The Leeds to Hull train can either be a TransPennine service or a northern service. So it roughly sort of follows the same path. It goes down, it goes through Brough, it then heads over to Selby, it goes over here to Garforth as the next stop, and then Crossgates, and then into Leeds, and then just heads back and forth there. I did look to see if one did actually push on to Manchester, but no, it's a separate service, and we've already got the Leeds to Manchester service on there. So last but not least, the Doncaster line, which is also another northern line. So it leaves from Doncaster, stops here at Hatfield and Stainforth. It then goes up to North Thorn. It then goes to Goole. Then comes around and goes to Brough again and goes to Hull. So all those trains are on and running on that line. We'll try and get them built up today. It would be nice to get some traffic in this area. I do want to do a drive-by episode soon, and it would be nice to have some trains that the drive-by train we're on is actually passing it. So that would be kind of cool. But yeah, so we will jump over at the Transport Fever 2 map. First thing on the agenda is to do this line from Manchester down through Birmingham, Oxford and to Reading. That is the one we are going to focus on first and foremost, and then we'll push off and then we'll try and do to the sort of middle. I mean, this to me is like the middle of England, but everything north of London is run by like northern services, even though London is not in the middle of England. Derby should maybe be the middle. Everything south of Derby should be southern, everything north should be northern, but yeah, this to the Middle East, we'll say. The Middle East coast. So we're heading up there once we've done the Reading line. So we'll jump over to the Transport Fever 2 map now. So here we are on the Transport Fever 2 map, running one of our London North Western railways. That looks really nice. What is this? Because someone requested that it be a 350. It's a 196. What is the 350? I think the 350 just kind of looks like a 196. Kinda, does it? Let's have a look. Vehicles, passengers, electric, steam, train, diesels. 150, 220, 110. 166, 165, 168, 170s, and 196. So must be an electrics, the old 350, 390, 450, 350. London North Western Railways, bordered windows. Yeah, we could change it up to that. London Midlands, pretty cool. I've got an issue. We're still having issues with some of these trains. This one again. Wow. What is your major malfunction, soldier? What is going on here? So you want to come down. No. In fact, are you... Which one of these trains is in the wrong? I think it's this one. Yeah. So we need... You go back again. This train just goes perpetually backwards and forwards. And I want to change you. So manage line. So at crew going on 3, but there going on 4. There you go. You need to be the same as everyone else. Now I'm actually going to duplicate that train. There's only one on. Manage vehicles. Duplicate it. Yes. And it should pop out here. Right, but that train should now work. It shouldn't get in the way. I didn't realise that it wasn't swapped over here. This one should be able to go at some point as well. Yeah. Go quickly. Go. Your time is now, my friend. Yeah, but we need to go from Manchester to Birmingham, and then we need to pop out, and then we need to go down to Oxford over here. Now, how is the gonna do this? Right, I think I've got a plan, and maybe split the sort of trains up. So I want this, which is the non-masted stuff, because yeah, you pop out there, and you pop out there, and then we actually do want the catenary go this way, and then we're going to have it branch off and then feed into that line over there. And then we're going to have that branch off and go around there. So keep going that way. Maybe a little further out. And that is not on the same level. That is on the same level. So we've added that. And then we'll want to sort of take it round this way and have it go round here and off in its merry way down to Oxford. Now, I don't know where Oxford Station is going to actually go. We'll have to sort of study it. Because I would imagine that there are other lines that pass through Oxford from like Gloucester, from like the west and east and stuff. But we shall see. Right, now any train that's coming through there can sort of branch off and go that way. I don't know why any of the current trains would want to change up their route and do that, but hey ho, it is transport fever, so always be weary. Yeah, I want you, right, to come down through this valley. Right, now we are heading for Reading. Now I'm going to delete that. Oxford is quite large, really, perfectly honest. Push pause, let's build a station. Some buildings. We'll give it old. You know what? We will give it old. So a medium building. Old still gives you the new building. Building size, we'll make it quite large yet. Platforms, I'm gonna give it 6. And the reason I'm giving it 6 is because I want to be able to mess around with it later. And when you only build 2, it doesn't really... It gives you the option to extend stuff on. But I'm going to leave it 6 for the moment. And I'm not going to make it the full 320 meters. So we need a road, a medium street. One of these, right, does not have trees. At the side of it, no trees. It's also another thing I also found weird about Transport Fever is that every street has trees in it, but not every street in real life has trees on it. I mean, I suppose it does break up the road somewhat, so it's not just concrete jungle constantly. It's always struck me as something that was kind of weird. Now, you are going to come round past this valley and into there. Yeah, maybe come around a bit more so it's not taking a gigantic sort of gouge out of the land, and then go up there. Okay, now it probably is more than likely. Now Reading is growing in sort of weird places. I don't know why it's not filling in this area. I suppose we are reaching the city centre. Right, but I would like your station. Now I might make this one 320 just because larger trains, I would imagine, are probably going to pass through it at some point. Now I don't know if there are 2 stations in Reading. It's probably better maybe have it over this side, or maybe have it go at an angle that way. Possibly. Might be better, might not be better, who knows. Only time will tell once we start to build out more lines. Right, so you give me a... well, that's okay. One building will be deleted. Reading should be fine. It's still... oh, it's only got 16 workplaces. So we absolutely demolished a ton of industry there. I think that was a heavy industry demolition there. Right, now we just want this train. I'm going to have it come in on the middle line for the moment, because that either gives you the chance to go right or left. You know what? I'm going to have you go straight for a hot minute, and then we can maybe branch this off that way, that way, that way, this way, blah blah blah, etc, etc. Now this is going uphill. I don't know if I particularly want it to go uphill. I would like it to tunnel through at some point and then pop out there. So it's not completely tunneled all the way under there. Okay, so that line is, for all intents and purposes, pretty much done, because that is as far as she goes, just down to Reading. Right? So we can start the process of finishing off the line, cleaning it up, getting some signals in, etc. Do that because this actually looks super nice. So we don't have the catenary poles in the middle, and we can start to do this. So pop you there, pop you there, maybe one at this side of the tunnel, maybe one at that side. We shall do a bit of smoothing. We'll do a section of smoothing over here. Now this is going to be a cross-country train, as we said in the previous video, because it was built out in NIMBY Rails as a cross-country train, because it was their scheduled route that I followed to make this. Now obviously there are other stops, but we don't have every single city and town on the map. Intriguingly enough though, when I was downloading the away airports, right, there was a person who had said that the mod didn't work for them as they had increased their map size way beyond even the experimental map size. Now I don't know how they've managed to accomplish it. Probably going into the game files and tweaking some of the base code to give you the option to go way beyond a sort of megalomania size map, or megalomaniac size map, which we have, which is the experimental size. So one that's not offered in the standard game. You have to go into the Lua files and tweak it and set the experimental map sizes to, I think it's true or false, I can't remember, it's been so long since I've done it. But yeah, so he was saying that the mod didn't work because instead of, for example, if we go over here, placing this airport, right, which even on a megalomaniac size map, it still places it pretty far out. The smaller the map you have, the further out that airport will be. That's the sort of gist of what I understood from the comments and how other people were using it. But his map is so large that this actually just lands like here, like on the edge of the map, actually still on land or in the ocean. It doesn't go off the map. So it'd be interesting to see how that is done. I've not seen or read of anyone else sort of increasing map sizes to beyond the Megalomania size map. Yeah, so I don't know how that person has managed to do that, but if I had the ability to extend this map even larger, I think in like the hands of someone like me it would be a disaster, because I literally would try and add every city and town onto the map, but even though the map is bigger, adding more cities, making the map bigger doesn't make it easier for your PC to handle. It probably makes it worse. So making it even bigger than this and adding even more towns and cities would probably be catastrophic gameplay wise. So I don't know how they've managed to do that, or how the sort of ins and outs of it work. I mean, would you, if you were that person, would you be adding more cities and stuff to the map? I probably would. So it's probably a good idea that I can't get a map that's any bigger than this, because the current old school system I've got does struggle to handle it late game with many vehicles, etc. on board. So yeah, I'd probably have to stay away from something like that. I would just get carried away. So it was interesting to see and read that, though. I was tempted to ask them how they'd managed to accomplish that, but since I actually don't like going into game files and messing around with stuff to sort of tweak the game, it's something I absolutely hate and loathe doing, and there's always that slight bit of paranoid voice in the back of your head that's like, if you do this wrong and you've not saved the original game file somewhere safe, it's gonna be a disaster. So I always try and stay away from doing things like that. In some cases you have to. There's not really much you can do about it, but sometimes it's fine just to let it roll. Sometimes it does need a tweak here or there. So this train here, right? So yeah, they're travelling up on the right and coming down on the left. So at Oxford, I don't know why. Right, so going up on the right, coming down on the left. Managed line. You need to go into 3 on your way down. And it says here you can't get to 3. I think this is because of the potential platform or station that's chosen over to Manchester. We will go and check that in just a second. Yeah, so it wants to come over this way. So go into connect to all stations. Yeah, I want to add a station, and then I'm going to fix that imminently. So you are coming down on 7. And then going up on 8, which is right. Yeah, it's the station at the platform at Manchester has chosen something kind of unruly. Now, something is weird because this here, right, is showing me every single line that is going into Manchester, but there should be a TransPennine train that is coming in from the side. Now it is there. There it is. That needs to be shunted over to a different line. But we shall have this one going to Manchester on 9. How can you not get from 9? Because that goes past. Okay, so you are going to have to come in on one of these. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So it wants to come in on 5. Let's have it come in on 5. In fact, have it come in on 6. Alright, I may actually push this off to this side. So keep the game paused. Many things are broken, I think. Wait, you're there. TransPennine? Because you are actually going from Newcastle to Liverpool. Yeah. So we do have a free line over here. Yes, I know you're upset, game. Just hold on. Buildings? No. No buildings, please. Just, yeah. No catenary. So this joins up there. I want you to go over that side. Now this should all be the same height. And I will be extremely upset if it is not. Right, so TransPennine train, you're fine. Alright, you're going in on there, which I now don't want you to do. I want you to go in on 9. So Manchester on 9. It doesn't look like that. It has changed. It's just being weird. Right, and then you go this way. Right, now apparently you can't get from there down to your next station, which, unless there is a broken piece of track somewhere, is a complete lie. Okay, that's fun. So at Oxford, go in on 3. Yeah. Okay. And then go down to Reading and you're all good. Right, we're all good there. Finally. About time. Now what do we want to do? We want to add a building. A depot. Yes, please. And then we want to pop over and get some of those shiny new haul trains on. Right, so that created a large chunk out of the land, but it's okay because it will disappear. 75 variants. I do believe there is a cross-country variant of this 377. Or is there? First capital. No, actually, go into the... Where's the 390 that was requested? There's the 350. 350, Avanti, X-Landing, cross country. Yeah, capacity of 95. Take that. So, we've got one of these, yay. Where to next? In fact, yeah, I'm going to use one of those as well on the other line. Greater Anglia. Remove that one, add this one. I think this is the smaller. Yeah. We'll have one large, one small. Set it on line 1. So again, it's going to try and figure out what the hell it wants to do. Okay, it should be good to go. There should be nothing hindering you anymore. There's the good old Class 350 in cross-country livery. Nice. So we'll let this one get up to around Manchester, and then we'll release the next one. And I was going to follow it for a bit, but we actually need to push on and do these lines over here. So we will get a little terminus at this side, and then we can sort of push off towards Hull. We're also going to create a little junction and then go out that way as well. And then we'll have this bridge over, and then we'll have the Doncaster train also go over there as well, but we'll have the Hull train come round to Doncaster and then go straight through and on to London King's Cross here. So we're going to have to remove that. Yep, so long, farewell. I don't want to upset that train, so I'll let it pass first before deleting that. Yep, see, that's why you should have waited. Stuff like that always happens to me. I am cursed. Right, this is now on the wrong track, but I'm severely hoping that it will go on the right one. We've got an issue with a train. I don't know. It's not this one. It is. Right, that screwed up absolutely everything on the planet. Just deleting that one section of track. That's why you should have waited for the train to sort of bugger off before actually touching it. Alright, now you can spin round and hopefully you're past this junction. No, where are you trying to go? It says there's an issue here, but there really isn't. Yeah, this train passes through, and then you go in. Yeah, I might have screwed up a lot of stuff there, just by deleting that tiny little section. So that's bad. We'll keep an eye on it, and then you should be able to go in. Into Edinburgh. There we go. This thing's actually got stone. I've not done freight in some time. I am going to be doing it again. We'll be doing the rest of the combat lines. Wow. There's a lot of combats here. Yeah, and you've got 32 of 32. Yep, so we will be extending that. But we're heading down over here. Right. Let's do this first. I'm going to pause this lest I screw it up again, which is entirely possible. Configure. Get me tracks. Get me standard track. Right, I'm going to make this one a little shorter. Normally I'd be annoyed that that placed that out there, but I actually need it, so we're good. Now, what is this station? Green, fences, yep. Boring, I know. Sticking with the same platforms and stuff, but I know these work, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, see, now I'm annoyed because I did not want that to be placed there. Bad game. Right, you go to there. Now we shall take the katana raid stuff. Yes. Okay, go straight for the moment and then you can turn. Now I kind of want it to be parallel with this because we're going to bridge over this and then we're going to go around here. Autosave. Welcome to the party. Thank God that was autosave. I honestly thought the game had crashed there. So oftentimes when I don't look up at the top right of the screen and the game is like frozen, it's like, oh no, this is bad. The game has crashed. Alas, this time we were good. It's an autosave. Right, now it's a sort of, well, it is basically Terminus Station at Hull, if I remember correctly. Oh Jesus, that's big. That. Now, if I was in the good old high D, I'm going to make it smaller because I don't think that Hull train or the new Hull trains that they've sort of upgraded to are sort of that big. Yeah, right. That covers. This should have like a canopy over it with glass and stuff, if I remember correctly. R1 obviously does not. Tracks. Now nothing really goes up round to Newcastle. There are trains that go up to Bridlington, etc. We don't really have that. I mean, the only thing I could really put in is maybe Middlesbrough over here or Sunderland or something. But these mountains are in the way and it makes it extremely difficult for trains to build. Trains for cities to build. And I don't even think... I did look on Google Maps. There's a line that heads up here. I think it goes as far as Scarborough. I couldn't find any information on trains from Hull to Scarborough though, so I was slightly confused what was going on sort of there. I mean, we could still add our Grand Central trains as well. I'd like to add them. But right now, this is pretty much, I think, the only stuff we can do current. Oh, wow. I did not realise that had happened. Right, you go out that way. Yep. Now you're going to sort of shadow this line to a point, and then I'm going to have to break off slightly left. Right, we want to go around this way. I'm going to have to start my bridge. So let's start pushing it up. Okay. Come back to the point where you actually start bridge. What do we want this to be? Maybe sort of old school, sort of viaduct. And then we want you to go flat. And then down. And then we're going to have to actually build the platform in there. This is quite a long bridge, if I'm perfectly honest. I did not think it would be that long. Oh well, so be it. Right, I just want this, but at the other side. So this is like standard platform. We need tracks as well. So 1, 2, 3. Is this 3? It is 3. Platforms, standard platform, which is over the back here. 1, 2, and 3. Right, something is upset. What is going on here? Manchester to Leeds can now no longer get on in platform 1, even though I have not touched anything. So you just need to swap over to 2. See, I don't think, right, that this should change, or if this changes but this section of track is still here, the train should still just swap over at the new number to whichever that platform is assigned. And rather than that complete gibberish we just saw there. Right, you go up. Yes. Now give me that, because I'm creating a junction. Now give me this back and take it up to there. Yeah, this seems like super high. I'm gonna try and make this it sort of flatter. Yeah, why do you keep trying to go up? That's better. It smells better. Okay. So that is now done and dusted. It is a thing. Now there might be a train that comes out from Leeds and heads down to London or something. We'll have to actually check. There's maybe one that goes down to Doncaster. That is something I didn't check. So we'll have the sort of same thing again, and then we'll branch off that way, join onto there. We'll have the other one come sort of down and round as well. So I'm going to extend this out. So buildings, nope. We want to configure this. Platforms, tracks, please. Alright, we want to extend this out of the way. Right, perfect. We want the platforms. I'm assuming it's just the green one again. Right, okay. Now this one, this set of tracks is going to go up here, parallel to this one. So you see you're going flat, but you're not going flat. Now you are flat. Around to there. Keep going around that way. And then we're going to sort of veer it off to go around this way. Head towards that track slightly. And then go into there. Easy. Easy. Beasy. There we go. Very nice. Bring you round. Now it is slowing down to 75 on those corners. That's okay. However, right. These are not the same height. Or are they? Well, it doesn't matter because it's gonna be over here that we're gonna sort of push it over. Alright. Delete that and delete that. And then we're gonna push this over to there. Right, that's good. And then this is going to go down and follow this main line down, but it's going to bypass Peterborough. It ain't going to go through Peterborough. I'd like you to remain curved sort of alongside this and then sort of branch off, sort of that way. And then into King's Cross. There we go. So at least we're getting a few more trains going into King's Cross. Oops, it easy. It doesn't like us doing that in huge section there. I have forgotten that I need to launch that second cross-country train. Now at some point I might bring this out that way and that can join up into Leeds if we so wish to. We'll go and grab this and do a touch of smoothing. Obviously this area here is devoid of trees, just a barren wasteland apart from this patch here. There used to be an oil well in there. Yeah. But okay, we're good to go. Almost good to go. We need to signal up, etc. So use the no catenary stuff. Get the diamonds in. The one at Leeds won't need a diamond because it splits off into a single track, or it collects back into a single track. Right, so 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Do perhaps the same here. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Now we're going to have to change up some of these, so it's going to stop there. You're going to have to stop there. And this is going to have to stop there. And so is that train. But then you can head off on your merry way down to King's Cross. And then I've got the diamond in down there, which is nice. So place that probably about there. And then it should be good. Push play. We'll set up this line. So this is Hull Trains. Hull to LDN. London, King's Cross. Okay. No, do this one first. Oh no, that is cross country, Manchester to Red. And that should also be in red. Right, you out of station, go there. Yes, please. You are then gonna go straight up to Doncaster on that line there, which is nice. You're then going to cut across to there. You then want to go back and go across there. Yep. So now this says it's theme, but it's not theme. So on the way up or on the way down, you want to pass through platform number 1. On the way down there, please. And that is good. So make it red. And that is pretty much good to go. Now we need to release trains. Don't know where we're gonna actually release them. I'll maybe get a depot in here and a depot in there. Buildings. Give me you. Yep, see that fits. Or that should fit nicely. And I'll get one there as well. And if they don't look too hideous, I might actually keep them. Does it look hideous? Right, just go into there for the moment. Have this one go straight. Have you pop into there, which actually looks okay, and have this one pop into there. Now they can all cross over and do whatever the hell they want to get on to their appropriate lines. But let's check out the passenger electrics. Now we are looking for... Now I'm hoping that these are still here and they haven't disappeared into the ether. Now it's not a Class 800. Are they diesels? I don't think they are diesels. Maybe they are. And I know the exact design. There we are. They are diesels. That's pretty cool. Is there electrification out to Hull? So if you go onto the website, it says that they replaced their aging fleet, these, with these ones. The Paragon or whatever the hell they're called. But we've got a couple of first Hull trains. what else is there? Abellio Northern. So I might actually place that on the one that goes to Leeds, just to maybe mix it up a touch. Hull Trains, City of Culture, Hull Trains Heart logo, First Hull Trains, and First Great Western Dynamic Lines livery, which is also a First Hull train. Corporate Barbie, Adelan. I don't know if this is for Hull though. I can't actually remember because it's been so long since I've actually used them. Right, let's go with... I mean, I'd like to use that Abellio Northern service one. But go with this one first. Yeah, add that. Right, buy it, set it on, Hull Trains, it should pop out momentarily. Right, let's have a look at it. First Great Western, negative, don't want a First Great Western. Okay. Don't sell it, just replace it. So manage vehicle, replace with one of these again. So these are First Great Western, First Hull Trains. Okay, let's add one of those. Replace. Should be the same train, just a slightly different. First Hull Trains, there we go. So there is one that we shall let loose on the world. Let's buy another one. So we know first three liveries a bust. Hull Train City of Culture and the Hull Train City of Culture livery something or other. Okay, add that, buy it. And then go to, let's do another line. What is this line 2? That I keep seeing. Manage line, right, add a station. Go from there. And then go out to there. So it's going straight across, it's split off nicely. Excellent. Paint it as red. Northern. I was going to make this a TransPennine. Okay, so do that. TransPennine. Where are we going from? Leeds. Leeds to Hull. Leads to Hull. Excellent. So we can go and launch a train on there. I'm going to launch this one. So Hull Trains. Let that one go. There we go. Very nice. Hull Trains. With the heart logo. This next train needs to be released from here, and we want it to sort of be... What livery is that? Stagecoach? Sort of kind of want Cross Country, Unit Northern, London Midlands, National Express, Northern Spirit, that's cool. Unit Cross Country, Abellio. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. So add that. Buy one, and then buy another one. Set you on Northern. Leeds. Northern Leeds. What? It should be here, right? Oh no, no, can't find it. Hull trains, Northern. Oh no, where the hell is the line? Wait, what? What did I name it? I'm pretty sure it's right there. What's your name? Transpennine, idiot. Oh man, I was so confused there. That was crazy. So Transpennine leads to Hull. Right, off you pop. The last one. So buy vehicles. Go back up to here. Yep. So I'm pretty sure we got buy that. Set it on a line. Hull trains, Hull London. You're just the Heart one, or are you the City of Culture? Hull 2017, the City of Culture, and this one, the other one, is just the standard one with the heart, right? Okay. That's nice. Now, the train that goes from here to Doncaster, we're going to add that in as well. So go there. And then go there. Pop out onto that line. You haven't deemed fit to sort of split yourself off. But you are going to have to do that. So, whoops-a-daisy. Come on. Why? Why do you not like that section of track? Really? Come on. Oh, game, please. Enough of this nonsense. We've got a signal there. We do need one at that side though. Now is it split off? Line 1. Yeah, so this will be Northern Hull to Doncaster. Now we're only going to put one train on here, but we're going to use that Serco Abellio Northern train. So buy vehicles. This one down here at the bottom. I don't know if this train gets used here, but it seems to be where the rest of them are, bar a few First Great Westerns that are sort of rolling around. So that is that one, right? So we've got all our trains that are going down to London. We've got the one that is now going to Doncaster from Hull. We've got the one that is going from Leeds to Hull. I don't know where that train presently is. Okay, so there's those three. Leeds to Hull, where are you? Oh, you're actually leaving. Right, I did not get a chance to launch the other train. I still need to launch a cross-country train down the line and get a northern train up to Hull. So you are off on your merry way. Yeah, northern, that's cool. Yep, I like it. I like it. We've still got one more line to do, right? So from here, 1 and go to there, 2. Yep, I know. We need to split this off now. I should be able to do it in here, even though there's a platform there. Yes, excellent. So yeah, have the signal there. Stop that there. So line 1, Northern Hull, Doncaster. There we go, it's split off, that's nice. Paint it as red. And this will be Northern Hull to York. Excellent. I also need to change up this one as well. So Northern, yeah. Hull to just Dawn. Doncaster. There we go. Right, now I can release a train out here, which will be nice. Give it another diesel, maybe an older diesel. Which one had the mass amount of... the Class 196 seems to be a real beast. No one seems to use it. Reddit. Don't know what the hell that is. Chiltern, East Midlands, First Great Western, Northwestern, Northern. Gonna add one of these. Oh, it's only a 2. That's okay, because we're gonna buy 2. I'm also gonna set you to go in your line as well. So you are Transpennine. Leeds to Hull. You spelt Transpennine wrong. That's okay. Set you on Northern Hull to York. I would like one of these Northern Spirit ones. So you know what? Buy one. Why wait? Buy one of these. Add one of these. Add one of them. That's a good start. Right, we'll launch that in just a second. The other 2 trains are bailing out. But now, this should be a decently well used area of the map. So that one is heading out. Excellent. There are these 2. 1 person on board. That one is poorly timed because this one is just leaving. Yay. But we shall leave it there for that episode. We still need to launch also the other cross-country train down here that I completely forgot. So this one is, yeah, pretty close. So I'll maybe hold off on launching the next one of them. But yeah, we shall leave it there for that episode. As always, if you did watch this and you would like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there is more you would like to see in the future, then hit that subscribe button. But I've been Danny Boy, this has been Transport Fever 2 on the UK map, and I will catch you later.